I put Claude Fable 5 Medium against GPT-5.6 Sol Ultra across 7 game development and graphic tests, and then ran Terra Ultra and Luna extra high to see how much capability survives at lower cost. Within each test, every configuration received the same locked target and the same required asset where one was provided. They used provider-specific agent stacks, Claude Code for Fable and Codex for GPT. So this is a controlled workflow comparison, not a bare model lab test. Each run was one request, no human follow-ups or manual correction after submission. The agents could use their disclosed tools, internal retries, and sub-agents where supported. Any replacement or rerun is disclosed in the ledger. I recorded the output, time, tokens, and API cost of all 28 runs. Now we can actually see what the extra money buys. First, we have the Cathedral hallway generation. This is a procedurally generated shader scene, so the test is whether the model understands ray marching, materials, and lighting while still holding the scene together. Sol Ultra's interior walls, pillars, and ceiling look high quality to me. Its marble floor has morphing reflections, while Fable's reflections are sharper and more stylized. Fable's lighting is sharper overall, creating a more cartoonish look. Sol's feels more realistic. Terra Ultra came in at 55 cents and still managed more interior detail than Fable Medium, although its lighting system is not at the same level. Luna Extra High gets the basic corridor geometry and floor reflections, but it does not reproduce the stained glass system or the procedural variation that makes the scene convincing. Luna shows that generating the basic ingredient is not the same as holding the entire scene together. So my quality winner here is Sol Ultra. Terra is the value surprise, while Luna shows the capability flaw. It reproduces the corridor and reflections, but not the stained glass system or procedural variation that makes the scene convincing. Next, we have the Neo-Gothic Storm City. This tests procedural scale and environmental motion. The model has to generate an endless skyline, animate convincing large ocean waves, and keep the architecture readable through fog, reflections, and storm lighting without killing performance. Fable wins this round for me. Its ocean, fog, and lightning create the more convincing storm, even if some of its towers fracture under closer inspection. Sol's is more consistent and captures the Neo-Gothic atmosphere well, but the environment lacks the graphics of the Fable 5 generation. In the Sol versus Terra comparison, Sol gives us the more readable scene, while Terra at least retains the rainfall. Luna also gets the rainfall and adds reflections from the building lights across the ocean, even if the overall scene is less complete. Next, we have a spaceflight game. Each model received the same spaceship asset. Everything else has to be generated. This lets us compare environment design, asset integration, and controls. Fable Medium uses a very large mist effect for its booster and puts more detail into the planets, asteroids, and stars. Sol Ultra's asteroids are flatter, with less notable lighting across the surfaces. The weaker the model, the more cramped space starts to feel. Terra places multiple celestial bodies all clustered next to each other, and Sol has some of the same tendency. Fable puts more effort into making the environment feel expansive rather than like a small movie set. Terra has the best flight controls of the four. Luna Extra High at 33 cents struggles to align the supplied spaceship asset and creates a much smaller sandbox, with the ship larger than some of the planets. All four converge on roughly the same display HUD, which suggests the prompt and genre are pulling the models towards the same familiar solution. Next, we have a simple Campfire. This is a small task, but it is useful because it makes the cost and interaction trade-offs very easy to see. Sol Ultra costs $6.86 here, compared with $5.12 for Fable. Fable either found the efficient solution or simply stopped earlier, depending on how charitable you want to be. Luna was the cheapest at 55 cents and somehow included more controls. Sol only lets you stoke the fire, while Fable limits interaction to the camera. Next, we have a voxel jungle temple diorama in Blender. Fable costs 3.1 times as much as Sol Ultra here, so the question is whether it produces a proportionally better result. Fable sets a more complete scene, although both outputs have similar issues. Sol fails to separate the geometry of the steps from the grass, whereas Fable makes the separation clear. I lean more towards the Sol Ultra bridge design, but the Fable scene is more coherent overall. Terra Ultra struggles with this generation. Parts of the temple are scattered everywhere, and its grass is mostly flat compared with Fable and Sol. Luna Extra High costs 33 cents here, and this time it looks like it. The capability gap is obvious. Luna gets the category right, but not the scene structure or detail. We have another diorama, this time of a shrine village. Sol Ultra overperforms at $1.98 compared with $20.28 for Fable Medium. It even incorporates windows, although it leaves floating artifacts above the roof and makes a bridge that you cannot even cross. Terra Ultra struggles with the task. No door or windows, although at least the stairs make sense, unlike Sol's. Luna Extra High comes in at 44 cents and has a functional bridge compared with the other GPT-5.6 outputs. It also has working stairs like Terra Ultra. And lastly, we have an Oasis Outpost diorama. This tests whether the models can balance terrain, vegetation, water, and a lived-in settlement in the same scene. Fable spreads smaller buildings across a much larger environment, while Sol, Terra, and Luna compress the Oasis and Outpost into a tighter diorama. Terra and Luna also struggle with scale in places, particularly the oversized vegetation. Terra cost $1.33 and still produces a complete oasis. The palm leaves are more repetitive and some terrain feels underdeveloped, but Sol cost 4.1 times as much. It is difficult to argue that Sol looks 4.1 times better. Luna Extra High costs just 34 cents. Its geometry is noticeably chunkier, and the terrain has less variation, but the overall scene is still coherent. The oasis is readable. Unlike the jungle temple, Luna does not immediately look like the weakest model here. Fable produced some of the strongest high-end environments in the suite, especially Storm City and Spaceflight, but it did not dominate every round, and Sol Ultra won Cathedral, while often getting close for far less money. Across the 7 tests, Fable cost $107, Sol Ultra cost $43. That means Fable cost 2.4 times as much overall, although Sol also took roughly 1.9 times longer to finish. So if I only cared about the visual ceiling, Fable would be my choice. If I were paying for the generations myself, Sol Ultra is the easier recommendation. Terra is the value surprise when it holds the scene together, while Luna shows how quickly capability falls away at the lowest budget. This is 1 run per configuration per test, so I'm not naming a reliability winner yet. These results show what each workflow produced once, not how often it would reproduce that result. That is my technical verdict. The human preference verdict belongs to the blind voters. Those are my results. Feel free to submit yours. 5 blind matchups are live on RemakeBench. Review both builds before the model names are revealed, then see which model made each one and vote. All 7 results, costs, and public evidence are on the same page. The link is pinned below.